Hi, everybody. You're watching the Monica Makes It Happen show. We're always trying to help you fix your homes and get new homes. Well, today, we're helping you buy your first home. We have a little help from our friends at JPMorgan Chase, helping us with tips on how to buy our first home. But first, this.
Monica Makes It Happen is proudly supported by Goya. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
June is National Homeownership Month, and we want to help first-time home buyers watching to get one step closer to closing in on their dream home. This story means a lot to me. On a personal note, my mom was the first in her family to buy a home, helping create generational wealth for my family, and we want you to do it too. So we're bringing in the experts. Joining me now is Shakima Figuera-Collins, Brooklyn Community Manager, JPMorgan Chase. Hi, Shakima.
Hello.
And Daryl Newkirk is here, the Community Home Lending Advisor, also JPMorgan Chase. Hi.
Hello.
And of course, we have Tendai Watkins, a first-time home buyer as well. I'm so glad you're all here. First, we have to start off with you, Shakima. Knowledge is power, right?
Yes, it is. Knowledge is power. And as a community manager, I get to provide free financial health education. And for home ownership, we talk about how to buy a home, understanding credit, building credit, and how to attain your goals.
It's so great. And you know, when you talk about Tendai, she's sitting right there with you. It's such a beautiful success story, but everybody can have this story, right?
Yes, they can. And what I love about Tendai, she attended these workshops and she had very resilient, and she brought a breath of fresh air of determination. And she shared with us that she was unemployed, but she had a dream of owning she had a dream for her mother to own her home.
I love that. And Tendai, you are, everyone's watching this and going, I want to do it too. I want to do it too. And I've known you from before, I think it's Bottomless Closet.
Yes.
You're an amazing person, but you never, ever gave up.
Thank you so much. First of all, this is my mother's lifelong dream. Ever since I was a little girl, my mother wanted to own her own home. And the truth of the matter is that the education that I received from JPMorgan Chase was instrumental. And then further later down the line, the ability to have partnership in this process from start to finish was instrumental.
And we're going to see pictures of you in this new home. Can you talk to me about that moment when you got the keys to your first home and you knew it was yours, you owned it?
You know, it really is a dream come true. It's my mom's forever home. And I was glad to serve on her behalf to help her make this a reality.
Yeah, and she's 75.
She is 75, and she calls herself a backyard again, visiting the backyard every day.
That's what I would do too.
And, it's really, you can't be what you can't see. And so I hope that this segment is allowing someone else throughout the New York City tri-state to know that it's completely possible. You have to have the education, you need to ask the right questions, and you need the right partner. And for me, JPMorgan Chase was that partner.
And is that the key, really, the turning point for you? Because again, a lot of people would think, oh, it's just so hard to do. There's just so much paperwork. There's so much to do. What was the turning point for you? Do you remember that?
You know, I think really in my mind, I was working on behalf of my mom. And that's what kept it. That was my why. My mother wanted a home and she was ready for it. And so in partnership with her, we own our home today and we're building generational wealth and we're excited. We remain excited a year to the day almost.
And I love it, a year to the day. And I love that it's the why. The why is what kept you going. And with these workshops, Daryl, I mean, you're seeing that in these workshops, right?
That's correct,
It's the
Monica.
why that keeps people going back. Are there 3 tips you can give people watching right now that they can take with them?
Yes, the why is very important, Monica. And like Tendai said, education, right? I would work with a mortgage professional like myself to determine how much you can afford. I would gather all of your documents as quickly as possible, like your W-2s, tax returns, pay stubs, and then I would lock in an interest rate as soon as possible if that's available to you.
That's so good. And then what are some of the biggest questions you get? I mean, you do these these workshops all the time. Like, is there like one question that sticks out that you think it's not as hard as it looks, right? Is
One question I would say would be the question around interest rates, right? Folks always want to know interest rate, what is the rate, right? It's not necessarily the interest rate. It's can you afford the payment based on the interest rate, right? It's affordability. So you find out the cost of the interest rate and then the cost based on the loan amount. If you can afford it, I say it's a good deal.
And Shakima, do you echo that feeling?
Yes, I do. When it comes to getting yourself ready and prepared to buy a home, you need to be educated. You need to know all the aspects of the home buyer's process. And that's why working with Daryl is so important. And if you would like to engage in these workshops, we have these workshops virtually. They are done in person.
Wait a second, you can do them virtually?
Yes,
so let's say
you can.
On your lunch break, you can go in there and do that? That's fantastic.
Yes, you can. And you can also do, it can be a hybrid. In addition to that, they are very engaging and digestible. So we hope to see you soon.
I love that. And then one thing you want someone to know about your story, obviously you said I love that. If you can see it, you can be it. We say that all the time. Is there one thing that you want someone to know about your story that surprised you, that may have made you, you know what, I did it. I did this.
Well,
She's laughing already.
I am laughing because I'm thinking about it and I'm going, partnership is everything. You can't know everything about the home buying process, but who you choose to partner with and bounce questions off of so that you can be informed and make a good decision with the information that you have at hand is essential.
Yeah, and you found the right partners, I guess, in
I sure
Chase,
did.
right? How did you get connected in the first place?
Restoration Plaza, which is in Brooklyn, they serve as a community development hub.
We love that.
Across a myriad of areas, right? Social, economic, etc. And they had this program. And so it was available to residents, and I happened to be a resident, so I signed up.
And I love your story is that if you were like, as soon as I got that job, you thought about home ownership. Why? Why was that so key to you?
Well, listen, rent is sky high. It continues to go up. And if you can lock in your home costs, that's a financial win. Your income is not always increasing, but if you can budget appropriately, then you can be okay.
And that's generational wealth, right?
Facts. Yes.
And is that what we're trying to build, I guess, in this? Is that the number one reason people come to these workshops?
Yes.
They want to build that generational wealth?
And for me, home ownership is better than the stock market, right? Because you can live in the home while it's appreciating, hopefully, right?
That's a good point. Shakima, I guess a final thought about this, is there something that you want people to know about these workshops? Because sometimes I feel like people get a little intimidated, when it comes to finances. I know I am at this age. You're like, oh, I don't know. How do I begin? How do I start? Do you make it easy for someone watching?
Yes, we do. We make it very easy for them. These workshops are so friendly and very approachable and digestible, in the sense that we break it down into simple steps, and we give people the resources that they need so that they don't feel alone and that they can do this journey. It is available for everyone. And the good thing about this, Monica, is that we get to work as a team at JPMorgan Chase. And as a team, we make dreams possible. So we make dreams possible for everyone, everywhere, every day. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are on your financial journey, you are able to make your dream a reality. And we are here for you.
I just got chills. Drop the mic. If we had a mic, drop it right now. Final words from you and how your life has completely changed. There must be a sense of security and feeling of, I got this. I finally got this.
Well, you know what? If there's a sense of gratefulness, any good thing that happens to you is a blessing. It doesn't have to be. And in the time we find ourselves, I'm grateful.
Yeah. And we want more people to also be grateful and be first-time home buyers. That's our dream here at Pix 11. We're hoping if you're watching at home that you're going to go again to find, what do? They can go to their...
You could just go to your local Chase community branches. It's in Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn, or Harlem, or the Bronx. Wherever you are, you have access.
Our 3 favorite neighborhoods. Thank you for watching, and thank you JPMorgan Chase for always making it happen. Don't forget to watch us every night at 5:45 and 6:45 on Pix 11. That's television. Let's keep making it happen together. See you next time.